There is a question I keep on being asked, but even when it happened in 2021, I had no answer. However, as I look through the archive and as I re-examined what I did during that time, I think I have found the answer. I will link the video link here, but if you noticed the first Fit for Life, I actually won. I lost 10 kilos and 17% body fat. However, I'm now in cycle 4, but they are referring it to cycle 3 because a new management took over. Now they are doing it. And the first cycle was last year in February, and the second cycle was last year ending November, if my memory serves me right. Anyway, the first cycle I only lost 1 kilo. I did not even lose fat. I think I gained more fat. The second one, I lost a bit of fat, and I remember it was 2 kilos, but I lost muscles. And now we are on the third one. The third one is even starting worse because between the last Fit for Life and now, I've not only added back the 5 kilos that I'm supposed to have lost during that period, I ended up adding 2 more kilos, so 7 kilos in total. And I need to lose 27 kilos, and my waist, I need to lose 15 centimeters in order to come back to the healthy bracket. So what do I mean by that? By now I know the answer. What I did is that I went back to the archive and I was like, what did I do during that time to lose the 10 kgs? And what am I doing this time that I ended up gaining over 17 kilos or even 20 kilos if you look at it? The first thing I realized was during that time, I might not have had accountability partners, but I used to make a lot of these videos. Even if I was not getting any views, even if the video was getting 0 views, I used to be consistent and I would upload. This made me not only stick to a regime that I was working out, I was eating healthy, but I was able to track myself down. And as a result, I decided that what I did then, I am going to repeat it now. Will I lose the 10 kilos? Who knows? But this is the beginning of it. So starting from 17th of June to 31st of August, I intend each week to not only make a video that I can be accountable to myself, but I've created a tracker. Am I going to start from where I was in 2021? No. You need to realize that by the time I was reaching 2021, I was somebody who had consistently worked out. I might have been eating KFC and McDonald's, but I was really, really active. I used to do cardio, like I could run 5 kilometers. When I used to register for marathon, I could do 10 kilometers. Well, that was the first time I attempted at 21. Now, even if you ask me to do a 5, I cannot do. So how do I intend to do? For the last month, I've been doing something. I've been waking up and walking only 3 kilometers. Might be low. My brain might be telling me you're doing less, but I needed to start from scratch. Also, I decided to go back to the basic. I took YouTube's, and from there, I have been taking 10 minutes strength. I'm not doing 11, I'm not doing 12, I'm just doing 10 minutes strength videos with dumbbells, and my dumbbells are only 3 lb. That means like less than 2 kg, so maybe 1.2 kilos at maximum. And that's what I've been using and relying on body strength. So what happened is that no matter how late I woke up in the morning, because I was like, I needed to rest, no matter how much I feel lazy, no matter what, I would 3 km and the 10 minutes of strength and then stretches. I will go late to the office almost like 7 because I'm supposed to report at 7. I'll reach there at 6:59 and tap in just because I needed to make sure I have done this. What has happened is that I have noticed people, even yesterday, they were telling me, girl, you have lost weight. Remember I told you I've added 7 kilos? I have only lost 1 kilo. So which means people are noticing weight loss with 1 kilo. But when I talked to my friend and when I researched it, it is not the weight loss they are noticing. It is the toning they are noticing from the 10 minutes from morning workout. The second thing I need to do is I've started, and that's what I'm doing on my status, and I'm doing it on my TikTok and Instagram. I'm posting what I'm eating. So there's something I don't like. I don't like vegetables, so I don't understand salads and everything. But thank goodness to my friends again, and I have a dietitian. Thank goodness to them. They show me which are the good dressing I need to do and everything. So I'm making sure that I take at least one meal has to be a salad, and I'm increasing my vegetables. The third thing I'm trying to do is understand me. Like yesterday, after taking my super meal, what do I mean? I have this meal that is called Omega Mix. It's made of linseed, chia seed, almond, and I can't remember the third one. I mix it with 1 scoop protein powder. Then I mix it with beetroot, a teaspoon. Then I mix it with moringa, a teaspoon. Then I mix it with half a cup of yogurt. Okay, just 100 gram of yogurt. And then I mix it with water. And then I can either blend it or just mix it. Oh yes, and 1 teaspoon of psyllium husk, because when you're 40, psyllium husk is your thing. And then I take it. But yesterday, after I took it, I started getting migraine, and I noticed that I'm crashing. Like my eyes are blurry. I'm just getting a severe headache. It turns out that I need to soften the taking of beetroot and moringa in the same thing. So like today, maybe I can take the moringa, and then tomorrow I take the beetroot. So I'm changing my diet, but I don't want to be so drastic as changing, because I don't want to be having this crash episode, because these crash episodes are the ones which are creating yo-yo effect, and as a result it makes it hard to lose fat. The fourth thing that I will do no matter what is rest. For me, I'm very good. I make sure I get at least 8 hours, but most of the time I always end up eating 7 hours. That means I sleep at 8 and wake up at 4. Yes, in a region in Qatar, Doha, I might not have a social life because I'm out sleeping and people start going out at 8. But if I maintain that at least for the next 3 months, 6 months, I can be able to make sure I go back to my ideal weight. Why is the reason I'm talking about resting? Because I can do the exercise, I can do the eat. But if I'm not getting enough rest and recovery, the muscles are not building themselves. It doesn't matter how long I do it, I will not see any changes. So I'm introducing recovery. All in all, water, I used to take 2, I'm trying to take 3. Like I said, I'm trying to increase a bit of walking so that it's summer. But if other people can be able to do it, I can be able to do it. Slap on sunscreen, carry my umbrella, carry my shade, and just walk the few meters to the metro station, walk inside the metro station, come, get the bus, and then walk the few. It will give me between 800 and 1,000 steps, but that is something. In the office, I make sure every hour I get. But because I'm drinking water, that naturally happens because I have to go to the toilet. All in all, I'll be making shorts every week, preferably on Sunday, so that, because Sunday is when I'm supposed to measure, so maybe measure and then come and make this video so that they can act as my own accountability and see where I will be. Overall, no matter what, I just want to be active, because I remember I used to say that the reason I don't have lifestyle diseases despite eating a lot of junk food is because I was active. I'm not encouraging you to go out and eat junk food. Remember, you need to understand yourself. But for me now, I'm starting from a section whereby I went from being very, very active to very, very inactive. And I need to go back to being very active, because first of all, I miss it. I miss going to the marathon. I want to start the medal collections. I miss the mingling with people. Yes, I was always the last in the marathon, but I used to love the organizers because they used to wait for me and they used to give me my medal. So it doesn't matter how slow I was, and that used to keep me motivated so that I can be able to do best. I saw on AI that my body still has that memory. I just need to reactivate it slowly, and hopefully within the next 3 months I will go back to where I was active. If you have tips, drop them below. Tell me what did you do, and I will see you next Sunday for the update. Later.